Let them know, though. Good morning. It's on. The stream is on.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Friday. Welcome into the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks YZ. Happy first of the month. Time to wake up. Go pay rent. Pay the bills. August 1. Football month. It's here. Inside a month now. To Kansas City. Yesterday we were like 4 Thursdays away. Here we go.
We're back.
We are back. We are back. We're going to talk a lot of football today.
Football on the TV last night. It was awful football, but
I didn't even see it.
oh, you didn't miss much.
Oh, no.
You didn't miss much.
No. Somebody I know in the room fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get the mic.
Probably throw your mic on real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I turned it on and I think I fell asleep like towards the end of the first quarter, and I woke up at like midnight and it said your stream is in, and I'm like,
Oh, real?
didn't even watch it.
Awesome.
It's okay. You did not miss much. It was a
Yeah.
blowout. Kyle Allen was the quarterback for the Detroit Lions, and might be time for him to hang up the cleats. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was not a good showing. And then later on in the game, you had DJU coming in.
Well, they were digging deep.
Oh yeah, it was tough to watch.
I did not. We're going to talk a ton of football. OC, Dana, he spoke yesterday. There's an injury update, which there was smoke behind it. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
The Major League Baseball trade deadline came and went. We'll do some winners and losers of that. So that changed because it's one of those things. After the trade deadline, you look at the odds, how they've changed from a World Series perspective.
I'm wearing a hat of a particular team today that is a loser of the trade deadline.
It's your team.
But I have to. I always got to rep my team.
It's your team. So we'll talk about that.
Yep.
Coming up. I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked yet, but Dr. Dane Todd should be back with us today.
We'll know. We'll get a text message.
Yeah, I'll send it out to him. This is me. I just threw out the this.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at,
Doc? We'll get the minivan gif.
We will definitely have the almanac here in the second hour.
There we go.
Jeff Moats talk State Legion finals, regionals, maybe a little football update possibly because we're getting close to that too. Camps are rolling across the state for high schools. Football everywhere. Then stories that we missed. I am good. I promise. I'm trying to dig out of it. I'm just glad it's Friday and everybody's here with me. That's it. Good morning, Ryan 840. Good morning, Todd.
We got Ryan 840. We got Amy with us. If you're listening out there on the radio, you want to come check us out on the Morning Hookup on YouTube. Or we also stream to, where do we stream? Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Come find us. But
just say hi. Or you could call 402-489-1240 just to say hi on a Friday. First of the month.
Or if you want to say something mean and gripe at us, all is welcome here on the Morning Hookup.
That's right. Call the average Joes. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Yeah. So I did not watch the game. Thursday is golf league for me. So we played golf league. Played with just a couple of great dudes. I had such a great time. As a golfer and fun, I love doing it.
Maybe a little too good of a time?
Oh, yeah, both. But I get the competition gets flowing in me. We had a good time. Always flow the cocktails, for sure.
Yeah.
I look back on the 9 I played yesterday, and I'm mad about it because I let one get away. 41 I played the back 9. It's a 9-hole league. 41. 3 6s on the card.
Yep.
I turned it like a 38, maybe a 37 into a 41 real fast.
Was it one of those where you're on the green in 2 or 3 and then you 3-putt?
Or that, or just cruising right along with 3, get there 3 pars in a row, block one in the water. Yay. On the end, make 6 to finish. I mean, it's just one of those, but I had a great time.
It's a game of golf, man.
Then we get to the house, and my wife's, some of our great friends were visiting in town from Manhattan, Kansas. I walk in the door last night at 8:30. And here we go.
I can see where this story's going.
And here we go. As you maybe as hopefully you become parents going on as you grow. This thing turned into a 1 a.m. bedtime.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, which is great because it's a beautiful night outside. We sat on the patio and just was whatever. And then my little guy walked him upstairs. He's like, Dad, blah, blah, can you lay me from? Sure. Lay down here for a minute. 7:15 this morning, I woke up. Still there.
Oh,
Watch on, phone in my hand, all good stuff.
Well,
That's how it. Yeah,
sounds like a great time.
that's how it went down. But I'm here, ready to rock.
I'm getting through it as well. You know, I have my handy dandy white monster.
Yeah,
I had a little bit of a different night. I started my dynasty on college football 26.
Oh, you were grinding.
Yeah, I was up late. Probably about 2-3 a.m. was because I didn't start till late. I don't know why I was up in the first place, and I was like, I don't know why I decided at 1 a.m. that I wanted to start it, but that's what I was doing last night.
can I ask what your team was for Dynasty?
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina. That was
Yeah.
my last year one.
Yeah, I kind of I sort of a pseudo fan of them now after the College World Series
Yeah.
because when we were talking about the super regionals and the regionals and all that, I kind of predicted them to make the College World Series, so I became a little bit of a fan of them.
Yeah,
So
Fighting Chanticleers.
the grind was real.
I changed my schedule so that I played Penn State on the road week 1. It did not go very
Didn't go well.
No, I lost by about 30, but that's what it's all about.
the
is
future's bright.
It's about the process. We're in week 1, year 1. We'll be all right.
Oh boy, good stuff. So thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday. Get you ready for the weekend. Again, football. A little coach talk yesterday. It's always a pleasure, and I've talked to a few individuals that actually that go down and cover the team, whatever it be. It's always a pleasure because it's all a kind of a collaboration that they love. This is when Dana talks. It's when Dana talks. Now, Coach Rule did yesterday some unfortunate news. We kind of alluded to it a little bit yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. Unfortunate. They announced Mac Markaway has suffered another season-ending knee injury. It's so unfortunate. I believe it's only his third practice ever at Nebraska, and now 2 of them have resulted in season-ending knee injuries.
It's just
It's gut-wrenching. No matter which way you look at it, it's devastating.
yeah, there's not many words to say. And the coaches basically told him like they didn't really know what to say either because he's been working hard. He was looking ready. It's just an unfortunate turn of events. There's not really much you can do about it, but it's part of the process. They said it was part of God's plan. So prayers up to Mac, and he'll
for sure.
hope for a speedy recovery.
Coach Rule said it looks like maybe a previous ACL injury surgery did not. It just failed. Heartbreaking. He's an unbelievable young man. My heart goes out to him. It's truly devastating to him, man. That's just you just hate to see it for anybody, especially as you're in the grind trying to work towards getting back to healthy and ready to make an impact at that position. Now, next person up.
Yep, and
You have a room that looks nice.
that's exactly what Dana said.
You lost a big piece because you thought coming out of LSU, a room, but now, like you said, next person up would it be Carter Nelson, Heinrich Harburg, Lindenmeyer.
Yep,
Whoever steps up in that role, you still got a good room.
and even the depth behind them, you still have some young guys that haven't seen the field, but they know as well that, knock on wood, that we don't want this to happen, obviously. But if somebody else goes down, then they're going to have to step up as well. That's sort of like the vibe I caught from Dana's presser was that everybody on the team knows that it's always next man up, and you have to be ready to go at all times.
It's just unfortunate, but again, sun came up. We have to move on in this process. Dana did take to the podium. Like I said, everybody loves it when he speaks because he is very transparent in his words. Doesn't mince them a lot. And I know we're going to play we have some clips coming up, some bites of Dana talking yesterday. I think a lot of people, there's higher expectations for the offense.
Yep.
Right. Of Dana's history of offenses, his first full off-season fall camp, installation process with him, the new pieces that you have, Dylan in year 2. This is, I think, the unit looked at the most. Obviously, we've talked about different units of the D-line, this, blah, blah, but if you look at the offense as a whole, from O-line to the new pieces out wide, to what the running back room is going to look like, to all that, you're looking for explosion. And he talked about explosion yesterday.
One of our, goals as an offense is to become a little bit more explosive, with more explosive bodies. I think that'll naturally happen. Okay. But that's not what we're going to obsess over. We're not going to be reckless with our play calls just to try to get explosive plays. That will come situationally. That will come where that really shows up and your yards per play go up is just routine play after routine play after routine play.
I like that.
I do
One,
too.
you pick and choose because you've got to have the ability. Now, because I think a lot of the preconceived notions is the fact that Dana's going to open this thing up and it's just going to be, when you're back and you're running, you just go.
Right. Throw the ball 40
Just go.
times.
Yeah.
5-yard drops. No, that's not what the Dana Holgorsen offense is. You're going to throw the ball a little bit more, but it's not just 4 verticals and throw it down the field. You want to be explosive, but not.
I had
Not
this
like that.
conversation yesterday after Dana talked off the air as I was driving back on the other side of town about staying on schedule, which Dana talked about, routine play after routine play after routine play. The question came up with why over the past, I don't know, whatever years, that when you run a play that's effectively works, that you never see that play again. It's like, well, that worked. We got to get routine play after routine play after routine play.
You got to have.
If I see it, I'm coming at you. Oh, wow. We've exposed that weakness. We're going to continue to expose it till you fix it or you don't.
You got to have the basics and fundamentals and be able to run certain things in your sleep and then be able to that's what opens up all the other plays.
It's good stuff from him. And then you lure him in and then it's
Right over the top. Yeah.
And that comes from your quarterback, which Dana also talked about what he wants from Dylan this fall.
Just keep controlling the game. I've said this before. His football knowledge is advanced, and so we're putting a lot of things on him from going to the line of scrimmage and looking and seeing what's going on and getting us in the best play. Okay, and he can do that at very high levels.
And that's what we just talked about. It's not about always taking the top off. Like you can take. If you want to, you can take these 5-yard routes. You can take these little, get the ball to Emmett in space and let him work. Get the ball to Jacory on a little drag route over the middle. Let him make a guy miss. Get outside. You can move the ball that way down the field. It doesn't have to be throwing the ball physically 20 yards down the field.
And for me, and I think when we're talking about that with Dylan, a lot of people are going to go to talking about Dylan taking what's given, right? If it's not there, dump and go. Also, his football IQ is so high. Now, the next level for me watching that is getting to the sticks when you're taking off.
Yep.
How many times last year did maybe field awareness wasn't there for him?
Yeah.
Sliding too early, not getting, not knowing where the sticks are to get something there to continue the drive.
Yeah. I agree. I think there was times definitely last year where like you said, he knows ball, like he has great ball knowledge, but like sometimes you feel like he's trying to do too much or trying to try to make a play out of nothing. But when, rather than throwing it out of bounds or, just going to the sideline instead of taking a sack or trying to fit in a tight window. I think this is the year where like definitely you're going to see more like, look for your first key in wide receivers and then try to find your check down. I think that's the second part. That's the step he needs to make is like, okay, your first option's not there. Let's look through your second and third option and try to, gain 5 yards, live to play another down instead of trying to make too much happen.
Be a lot of maturity. That'll hopefully Dana talked about that as well, about the maturity and actually Dylan being a little upset at him because he gave him 5 weeks off.
Yeah.
But that just showed Dylan's a grinder. He's working. But we've said this about sports when we're coaching. After the season, like I tell my, after
be kids.
go be kids, man. And I think you, even as you continue to grow, whether it be in college or adult life or whatever, there needs to be times for that. Time off. Check yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
To recharge, to do that. Now, interesting stuff. And I've sat and talked with people because the biggest question, I think, YZ, you brought this up numerous times. We know Emmett Johnson. What's behind Emmett? Who's going to be the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Dana talked about that yesterday. Ives apparently has been out with a hamstring, so he's missing some valuable practice time right now. They've moved Mosey across the way. See what that looks like. But Mr. Nelson, what I'm being told, is that guy.
That's what Dana said. And he was a little funny about it. He said,
this is awesome.
In his presser, he goes, "No, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go straight to him and tell him what I said. And if he lets off on the gas a little bit, I can't say that word on the air, but he's going to kick him in his you-know-what.
I'm going to kick him in the tail."
Yeah. And I think that's what I really like about Dana is how he holds guys accountable. He doesn't care what you've done in practice. You have to keep showing it.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, like Makai, yeah, you're probably the number 2 guy right now, but that doesn't mean anything. There's still 27 days away from game 1.
Yep.
You could get your job taken real quickly. And it could come from a guy like Isaiah Mosey who moved from the wide receiver room. And Coach Shorts had something to say about him moving from wide receiver to running back.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, obviously we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But, I think that just tells you about our team. Mosey goes to the running back room and this next guy up mentality in our room. And then I'm just trying to, stack days on days with each other and just get better as a group individually.
You talk about those explosive bodies. That's what Isaiah Mosey is. Mm-hmm. You can put him anywhere on the field, get him the ball, and he's going to be explosive.
And that move, by the way, first of all, doing that, I think overall the theme of that was they know they got to find a way to get him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever way that looks.
And also needing depth at the running back position.
At the running back position because you didn't really know.
Mm-hmm.
You got some guys back there. Dana mentions the name Connor Booth.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I'm hearing and told, Nelson has stepped into that spot right now. He'll be your number 2. Now, again, like you said, that could change. But getting Mosey on the field is a priority at this point.
Yeah, they're talking really highly about him. Shorts actually talked about how he tried to fight to keep him at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, when it's Mosey, you fight to keep him in your room. But sometimes you get overruled by, obviously, I got superior bosses here. And like we said, we all want to do what's best for the team. You fight to try to keep him in your room. One, he's a special player, but he's a really, really good kid. He's a great kid and he works extremely hard. He's going to be successful no matter where he's at.
I mean, this is all the good stuff, man. You're seeing position wise things taking shape. You hear Short team saying what's best for the team. Moving Mosey's the best at this point. Who's that next guy? It'll be interesting to see now how that tight end position grows up a little bit in that mix. Also, I think the thing's about building depth too. Dana talked about it yesterday as well because the O-line, right? There's the question mark. You're like, all right, we got some parts now. But I love the fact that he said every 2 to 3 plays, they're rotating guys in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody, you can't see. It's not just the ones right now, but every 2 to 3 plays, we're moving guys in and out. They're trying to get 10 good bodies from the depth perspective. Yep. 10 good bodies. That doesn't mean all 10 are going to play every game, but there could be an injury. There could be somebody struggling on a particular day, right?
Yep.
10 good bodies in and out, stay fresh or whatever, and let's get going.
Everybody's got to be ready to go. You got guys like Turner Corcoran coming back. You got Teddy Prohaska coming back from injury. Gunnar Gatula. Got pieces to fill. You got depth to fill. You got to be able to. That's one thing is you might not be a starter, and you have to be able to take that on the chin and say, all right, I'm still going to be ready to go when my name's called.
Yeah, know your role.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
There's a lot of emphasis on the offense, and we can't express enough. And you guys know that as well. There's a lot of emphasis on this offense, expectation-wise, just with the parts and the person leading it.
Yep.
Pretty
Absolutely.
exciting stuff. So, all right, good stuff. We'll have more Husker football as we get probably in the second hour and we get moving through other stuff. We're going to take our first break. We're going to come back and why is it you have a chance to answer Kobe's question? Because we're going to talk about the Major League Baseball trade deadline when we return. I'm even having to charge my phone because I didn't do it last night. Morning, Greg. You got a new
David coming in from Cedar Hill, Texas.
What up, David? Good morning. That's a new one, I believe. Pop, 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 pop. Haven't heard from the doctor yet. He must be in a surgery.
Doctor, give me the news. I gotta
Get him back in here.
We're gonna get a studio appearance from Henry T. Buchanan coming up soon.
Yeah, he messed up. It's the following. It's like in September. He'll
That's
be
okay.
here the Wednesday before the Michigan game.
That's all right. Whenever it is.
It's always fun to have him in studio. Baseball. Who is the winners and the losers?
Ooh, I do not have time to get a song.
I have to read this just because it's. We tried. Oh, boy. What's up, boss?
Are you at the Raphael? Is that where you're staying at?
No,
Club?
no, it's let me look.
This used to be the Ritz.
I know what you're talking about. That's on the plaza.
Yeah, I'm in the plaza. Plus I got room for these guys. Well, I got a buddy of mine that's staying at the Ritz or the Raphael. And he goes, dude, stay with me. And I'm like, all right. But I told the other guys that these guys got them hooked up with the hotel, so then they'll have my room. That they have booked that freaking place, that brewery right across that brewery or whatever the hell it is, right across from freaking Arrowhead.
See, I'm at
Before the game.
Marriott downtown.
We're coming back.
Yeah, you're downtown. Man.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Friday. First of the month. I'm just getting a little chuckle out of it. I hope you guys, Boss Man walked in. We're talking about Kansas City, about where I'm staying at, where he's staying at, where he got rooms booked at, all lining up and how we're going to meet up and have drinks.
I will be sleeping on a friend's floor probably, but that'll work out. I'll probably bring an air mattress. Probably,
Yeah.
whatever.
Who needs it at that point? We're going down. There's four of us, the couple we travel with.
Mhm.
And the question popped up, when are we leaving for Kansas City? I said, as soon as I get my kids out of the car for school. Look at this special guest appearance.
Oh, man.
Boss Man, the suit.
I am so jacked because of last night. Watching the Chargers and the Detroit Lions play. Football is back.
Football is back.
is back.
It's here, man. We're in the month.
I just got me just all jacked up.
I know we were talking about, because now it's August 1st. It is fall camp is running.
Mhm.
We are counting down the days. You and I were just mentioning Kansas City.
Yeah.
I just
Less
had
than a month. Less than a month.
Yesterday was a month.
Yeah.
Yesterday was exactly a month till kickoff.
Right. It's just it feels good. And then the weather right now, it's not 98 degrees and ball sweat and everything else like that. And it's like, I'm like, okay, feels fall.
Well,
what
and
I mean?
for
They were
you-
talking about that last night when the game at Canton, they said that the temperature was in the 60s last night.
Whew.
It felt like fall.
I sat on the patio last night, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, it's
It
nice.
was beautiful.
So-
And
Sorry, I don't have headphones to
It's all
in
good.
the booth there.
well, and you're having a good sports season already with your Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, I'm having a great season so far with my Tigers. I
Mhm.
know Royals fans, are always next year.
Oh yeah, you know what?
But,
the Royals are.
And then I'm still watching my Cleveland Browns quarterback situation play out.
That's gonna be an interesting for you.
Didn't Pickett get hurt yesterday or something? I might have said something. He might have got hurt. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
So, yeah. That's
good
what's going
stuff.
on. But no, yeah, talking about Huskers and talking
Yep,
about
and
Kansas
you guys
City
will
and
be
talking
down
about
there.
hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna be. I know that Schmitty's coming down.
Yep.
You're gonna be there. We're all gonna be hanging out, doing some live stuff down there at the parking lot and all that stuff, and just trying to coordinate hotels and coolers. That's all you need.
Yeah, hotels and coolers. Well, we talked about it yesterday because not only is you got football going and it's the return of because we got to get you on it. The return of the Real Red Reaction Show.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
The return of the Real Red Reaction Show.
Yeah.
Schmitty and Elijah are going to host it all 12 games,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have the characters come in
Right.
at certain points.
Yeah, you just go live right after the game online.
90
People
minutes to
interact.
2 hours.
It's fun, man.
90
It's
minutes
a
to
lot
2
of fun.
hours. Surround
Absolutely.
breaking down football, getting your calls, getting your responses. A lot of these we'll keep you up to date on. We'll be on stream nonstop. Right, they'll be on all of our channels. Will have it on stream. Secondly, we'll be on the radio as well when we can.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then the limitations will allow us to. But even if we can't, you'll be streaming it. Schmitty and Elijah will be on it. I've got 3 games that I'll do. I'm doing the opener. No, I'm not doing. I'm doing the home opener.
Right.
I'll have Maryland because Boots will be on the ground. This guy in Maryland,
Right.
and then we're gonna do Iowa.
Yeah.
But then you'll have JP
right.
from over in Kicks. He'll be doing stuff. He's our press conference guy.
Yep.
He'll be bringing us all the sound bites.
Yeah, he goes to every press conference, goes to every practice conference, does all that stuff. So he's always in the know what's going on. And that's the great thing about what the reaction show is all about is it's not, there's no repercussion fear from our good friends over there at the Big Red organization that for what's said on the air. If they mess up, we're going to call them on it.
Yep.
You
Get
know
the
what I mean?
sound off.
You get sound off and you can say what you feel. So yeah. So
That'll
that's
be
great
good.
about
So
Red
we'll
Reaction
have,
Show.
we'll have JP, Jeff Moach. You hear the almanac with us all the time. Moach, you'll do some games. Tim Bob.
Yep. Tim
be
Bob,
hanging
always
out.
fun. Our favorite Oklahoman.
Oh boy, he's got the best little one-liners you'll ever
Yeah,
get.
yeah. Is he a Sooner or is he a Cowboy? What's his deal?
Sooner,
He's a Sooner. He's Boomer Sooner. Okay. All right.
Boomer Sooner.
Got it.
But he's really good when he comes on the air with that.
Yeah.
You've probably heard his voice when he does high school football or high school basketball with
Oh
Moats
yeah,
and that
yeah.
group.
He's about as Oklahoman as you can get. I mean, he's got the yarns and the tales and the sayings and everything else like that. He is a
Oh,
character. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're a month away from that, less than a month away from those shows.
No, I'm just excited. Yesterday, I was telling my son James is starting his freshman year playing football up at Meade, 8-man football up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And we were watching the game last night, and I'm like, dude, football's back. I said, football's back.
It's just everything that comes with it. Like
Yeah.
when you start talking about as a fan, that's not just
And then on top of that, yesterday we had a conference call with the Chiefs radio network. So
Mhm.
everything's all lined up, and we lost Dan, who had run the network for 30 some
Yep.
years. He passed away this year, and the new folks. We met the new folks and the Chiefs radio network, and so we're all ready to go with all the Chiefs games. Unfortunately, we can't carry the pre games on KFOR because of the contract with the Salt Dogs.
Salt
'Cause we
Dogs.
gotta get- yeah,
You got to get
'cause
through the
Saturday
Salt
night-
Dogs.
Saturday night games, and there's Saturday night Salt
Yep.
Dog games. So we have to get through the Salt Dog season, but we'll be ready to go on the season opener with the Chiefs.
The Salt Dog stuff is always a catch-22 because you want them
Yeah.
to do well.
Yeah.
But you also are like, it's football, dogs.
Yeah, that's football dogs. Yeah, it does unfortunately to our good friends over there at the dogs, does not look like playoffs.
No, it's going to be a
yeah.
like an act of God to get in
So,
there.
yeah,
But
it was.
Ryan,
Listen, I'll let you
by the
guys
way,
do-
Ryan 840 says the boss man, we love that guy. Now we have 2 hours on the morning hookup.
Yeah, well, I told you guys, as soon as we could get it back, I would. It's
He
like
did it. He delivered.
Yeah, and hell, for that matter, if I could do it, I'd do 3. So
Whoa,
let's just go on the record.
whoa,
So, yeah.
whoa.
So, but then I have to pay you yahoos more. So
Nah, we're worth it.
I know. All right, guys, take it easy, man.
Thanks, boss,
Again,
man.
I'm excited today. And I love what you guys are doing in here, and I love that you guys are doing it here on this station.
Awesome.
It's great.
Thanks, boss man.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, that's good stuff. Love the guest appearance when he pops in. He brought some energy.
Oh yeah, we were both a little tired. I'm a little juiced up now. The caffeine's hitting. Boss man just got me all hyped up. Oh man.
Well, just fired you up for football. Like I started thinking about, there's games on, right? Yes, for sure. But you start talking about the things that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
The friends, the tailgates,
the weather,
the grills, the weather, whatever comes with it.
What's there not to love?
You know,
it's the best time of the year.
And
for me, beat it.
For me personally, I get a chance to hang out with my kids.
Yeah,
my boys are at that. Well, they've been at that age, but like even on like I typically they will go down as well. They'll find friends. They end up going to games. But I look forward to like that first bye week. We talked about this yesterday. That first bye week, I believe that's September 27th. Go look at the slate of games on that day. That's a bye week for Nebraska. Okay. First of all, as you're looking up that September 20th, look at the top 25 matchups on September 27th. I'll give you a prequel. First of all, if you're a golf fan, that's Ryder Cup weekend. I'll just give you that. Ryder Cup weekend. Then look at the slate of games you get.
Saturday, September 28th. Oh, this was last year's.
Gosh,
dang it.
Saturday, September 27th, we got LSU at Ole Miss.
Keep going.
There we go.
Auburn at A&M.
Keep
going. Let's see here. Oregon at Penn State.
That's gonna be good.
And there's some unique ones as you get later in the night too. There's BYU in that mix. They got somebody, I believe.
Indiana at Iowa is kind of a slept-on game.
Yep.
For Big Ten people, at least, that's going to be a good game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. My butt will be on the couch that Saturday.
I mean, even there's the nightcap. What's the night game? Like the after dark game, isn't it?
Oh, how could I miss this?
Yes.
Alabama at Georgia.
Hello.
Georgia. And then at the same time as Oregon at Penn State. So
don't call me on the 27th.
And the nightcap is Colorado BYU.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hello.
That'll be good.
There's your slate. And you're watching Ryder Cup
Big
golf.
12 after dark. You bet.
How about that?
That's a great bye week for us.
So it's football. It's all the talk. It's all the stuff that comes with it that's exciting. So, all right, let's do this. We're going to reset. We're going to take another break. I know that was an odd one, but we appreciate the boss man coming in and getting us fired up for football. We are going to take another break real quick. When we come back, Major League Baseball, the trade deadline, we'll answer a lot of this stuff. David, I know you got some stuff coming in. Right, 840. Even I don't know if Hooksy can handle 3 hours. Oh, I could. It'd just be another dose of coffee. No, that would get me into the monster realm of my life. I don't know if you guys can handle us for 3.
Everybody needs to graduate to Monster Energy drinks
There we go.
at some point.
I do. So, all right, let's take a break. Come back, talk a little Major League Baseball. We'll talk some NFL coming up. David got you. He said, Chiefs, Eagles, what are you expecting in week 2? He's near the Dallas area. I know the Cowboys are going to be good towards at the end of the playoffs and get out of it. Like the Cowboys, and I can laugh at them all the time. LSU all the way. Penn State is my pick. Yeah, there's a lot, man. Penn State's a darling. We spent some
It's a
time.
dark horse. I think they're going to be really good this year.
We spent some time yesterday. Elijah and I spent some time yesterday looking at CBS Sports or wherever else you look at, ranked the strength of schedules in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff. Nebraska's schedule right now is ranked 10th.
Yeah.
Schedules make these odds, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Penn State, obviously they're really good. Returning quarterback, all this stuff and all the parts. I want to say, I can't remember what it was, but they ranked like 13th or 14th, like the easiest schedule in the Big Ten. So that style makes a fight.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't want to hear the name.
Side,
I don't want to hear the name Penn State right now. I can still hear Mo Bamba in my head.
The whiteout.
The whiteout and the
Happy Valley.
That crowd was bumping last night on my ears, I tell you what.
yeah.
Quarterback.
But on the flip side, you look at teams that really need a good year. Look at what like Wisconsin, Luke Fickell. They have the toughest schedule in all of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Purdue, who's trying to make the way back, however, number 2.
I feel like Purdue's always had a hard schedule.
Or Illinois, right? So Illinois is one of those teams where
Yeah.
like that. There's a lot of high expectations.
They're a
I think there's
sneaky
like 12th or 13th. So pretty
Yeah.
on paper easy. Hooksy can handle 3 hours. He might have to take a break after the break. Nope. Yep. Those are my early days. I struggled to talk. I disagree with YZ. That stuff's trash for your body. You kids get good old coffee. Trash. Let me check my phone. Sorry, I should be charged. Can't keep up with life now. All right. All right, folks.
Boom, 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 boom. It is terrible for your body, Ryan. 840. I know.
But it's so good.
I need something to wake me up, and sometimes coffee just doesn't do it.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. There's a lot going on, man. Do you guys in your family dynamic, do you have a family chat text string? Ugh. It's good for us because it just keeps up to date, but there's a lot that goes on.
Well, ours is we have like a thread. It's the Toon Squad. That's all my family.
Mine's just like they can't, and like randomly they just keep changing. I get updates. Ooh, they changed the profile picture on your family chat. I don't care.
And it's some embarrassing picture of somebody.
Yeah. You know, you'll understand this, and like I love them. I'm just not a group chat guy because then they get going. I get caught up. It's a lot like it's a better version of group me.
Yeah, the game changer notifications. Sometimes I gotta mute it because
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Well,
if any of the parents on my baseball team are listening out there, I love you guys so much. You guys do great for us, but you guys do like to be in the chat a lot.
yeah. Well, speaking of chat, yesterday, Florida the finish with the Major League Baseball trade deadline that ended around 5 o'clock Central Time yesterday. Why don't you start, man? There's an article out there, and your Red Sox. Here's the quote, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this, YZ?
Interesting.
Have you seen this? I understand the frustration and disappointment. There's not a lot of sympathy for how hard we tried to get across the line. We tried.
Yeah, that
We got
sounds
2 deals done.
sounds
they
like
tried.
our incompetent owner, Craig Breslow.
That's yes. Yep. You quote in quote.
The problem with only going out and getting Dustin May and Steven Matz, which I think they'll be okay additions. I don't know if they'll, jump off the table too much. Dustin May is sort of a back end starter who's had a lot of injuries, and actually, it's kind of funny. We just faced the Dodgers and just teed off on him like last week. How he's on the team, a little weird. Steven Matz had his troubles last year. Has turned into a relief pitcher and done pretty well in relief this year. The problem for me is with the trade that you made with Devers and then the jump that we made, not going out and buying and being like full buyers and saying, okay, look at what we've done with this team. We need to improve it. It's not enough. It's simply not enough, especially when you look at what everybody in your division has done, like the Yankees and the Blue Jays. The Yankees bullpen is insane right now. And then they went out and got Ryan McMahon, and then they went out and got Ahmed Rosario. They are absolutely stacked, and I'm worried. I'm 100% worried. The Rays go out and one of the best bullpen arms in the game in Griffin Jacks.
Yep.
I don't know why that was not on our docket. We have more than enough prospects to go and get a guy like Griffin Jacks. And then what really made me so upset yesterday, I wake up from my nap and I get a notification that Joe Ryan has been he has finalized a deal with the Boston Red Sox. And then 2 minutes later, the tweet is deleted. There were two sources that confirmed that Joe Ryan was on the Red Sox. And I don't know what happened, but it was deleted and the trade didn't go through. So you need more pitching. You need a first baseman. You just need more depth than what you went and got. And the front office has done this for like 5 years straight. Every year, all the fans are like, we need to buy at the deadline. We need to buy at the deadline. We need to buy at the deadline. And they don't. I don't know why they're so conservative and why they won't go out and pay guys, but they don't do it. So yeah, the Red Sox are definitely losers of the trade deadline.
You said it. They're one of the losers listed.
Yep.
Just ask for all the parts that you just talked about. Some of the big winners out there. How about the Seattle Mariners? They did a phenomenal job going out and getting Suarez and Naylor in two separate transactions without having to give up any of their top 10 prospects. Got some deals done to bolster what they got going on. The Padres, they go out. They solidify. They get Mason Miller in a big-time deal there for the Padres.
Hey, that roster is pretty stacked right now. I thought they were going to give up Cease and some other bullpen arms, and they keep them and then add a big bat in Ryan O'Hearn. Ramon Laureano's had a good year.
Keep going. Well, they just knocked it out of the park with O'Hearn. Also getting a catcher as well, and Furman from the Kansas City Royals. They did a nice job of bolstering that depth of that roster and some good front-end stuff. But we talked about it yesterday. These guys, these teams that are making moves, when you look at it, especially in the National League, it's an arms race.
Mm-hmm.
No, the pun intended, right? It's an arms race to keep up with who? The Dodgers.
Yep.
They're making moves to keep up with the Dodgers. The Phillies do the same thing. They get some help as well. They bolster their pitching rotation. The Mets get in there and get some stuff done. How about the Astros?
What more can you really say? Getting Correa back and for what they gave up in the trade, I was like, okay, they got Correa back, but they had to give up something back. They gave up a kid who's in single A ball right now with a 7 ERA to get Carlos Correa on your baseball team.
Well, you get him back, but then also you start looking at it. It's that the timing is impeccable with getting him back and Jeremy Pena coming back Friday.
Yep.
So now that lineup looks exactly like you wanted to. That starting lineup that looks really nice.
And then you add a big bat in Jesus Sanchez coming over from the Marlins. He's a big lefty, great pop in his bat. Yeah, the Astros, they've quietly gone like they have had a lot of injuries this year, and they've still quietly been very on top of the AL West, and now they're getting guys back. So the Astros are definitely going to make a push here.
A few teams out there, I guess you look at and go, man, what were they doing? Or maybe not what they were doing. The Chicago Cubs, very inactive. Now, I still think that's one of the best, maybe the best roster in all of baseball, but they are super quiet out there, not adding hardly anything of substance to them as well. The Tigers, same way. They didn't address any of the bullpen stuff, back end arms that they needed to address to maybe bolster that group.
I got a team to bring up.
Here we go.
This team did an absolute fire sale, and they said, we are letting everybody go. Well, we just talked about Carlos Correa, the team that he left, the Minnesota Twins.
What happened there?
Everybody is gone. I don't know. They have a game to play today. I don't know.
This article says the biggest loser, and it didn't even say Minnesota. It says Minnesota Twins fans.
I don't know who's going to suit up for the Twins today, honestly. I talked about the Red Sox wanting to get Joe Ryan. He's still on the roster, and they still got Byron Buxton. Outside of that,
I mean, here's the stat for it. 10 players gone off the 26-man roster.
You're going to be calling guys up from AAA, maybe even AA. You got Carlos Correa, gone. Johan Duran, gone. Your best bullpen arm. Griffin Jacks, your second best bullpen arm, gone. Louis Varland, Danny Colombe, Harrison Bader, Willie Castro, Brock Stewart, Chris Paddock, and Ty France. All gone.
Gone. Tell me that you don't care about winning and you're cheap. Right there. Because a few of those guys, Bader and Castro, I mean, they were heading towards free agency. Might as well get rid of them, right? They're only, I mean, again,
It's just
that's giving up, by the way. I know what they were doing and what they got in return, but they're only 5.5 out of the
I was
wild
just going to
card.
say,
Yeah.
They're 5.5 out of the
it's
wild
not
card.
like they're out of it. Like, this would be something you would do if maybe you were 12, 15 games back. Even then, you could still make a push. Like, there's still 50, 60 games left in the season. You're 5.5 games back. You could very easily make a wild card push. And you just completely fire sailed your entire team. And they didn't get much back. They did not get much back.
It's so interesting.
How about your Braves?
They did nothing. They
Absolutely
just
nothing. Did you see their game last night? As a matter
They
of fact?
said it 12-11. I didn't see the. I saw the final score 12-11.
Well-
I didn't know what the Braves are doing. I was highly anticipating, and I think the Braves were in a weird spot, just because they're the Braves, right? Obviously, very sad season that's happening, right? With injuries and whatever. There's no excuses, right? They lost a bunch. Now Acuna he's hurting again. See what they do with that, but they're also going okay because Ozuna was on the block. They were all this report about Ozuna probably maybe going to the Padres and what else they're going to lose. Sean Murphy, blah, blah. But they decided to stay there to get through it and then go to next year without disrupting the entire process.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be buyers at all. Maybe sell off a couple pieces, get some prospects back, but they've just been so riddled by injuries that they probably feel like, okay, we have these core guys. When these guys come back from injury, we'll be just fine. But to go back to their game last night, the final score, like you said, was 12-11. It was 3-3 in the 8th inning. In the top of the 8th, the Braves put up 8 runs, and it was 11-3. And then in the bottom of the 8th, the Cincinnati Reds put up 8 runs, and it was 11-11.
Woo!
And they went into extras. It was nuts.
Fantastic baseball. So yeah, it was one of those things for the Braves. It's one, do you stay status quo? I thought maybe, I don't know. Part of it's like, just keep everybody, let's get it rolling. But like, you're gonna have to. Ozuna should have been traded. You're rolling towards free agency with him. Don't know what that looks like next year for him. You could have got some pieces. I don't know. Boy, Elijah's Rockies got a B- if you're grading them.
I mean,
they shipped off Ryan McMahon, obviously, who's having a great start out there in New York. It says nothing dramatically, but they're still on pace. It was 120. My goodness. A's got just some of those top end teams. Here's the grades they got as we're looking at it. Cubs got a C for what they didn't do. Mets A, Phillies B+, Padres A+, absolutely on that side. Let's see, your Red Sox C-. They graded him a C-.
I give him an F.
Let's see, YZ. Let's see, Kobe, the Yankees B+. They made a lot of solid moves, getting position players. Slater and Rosario, and I mean, man, but boy, what a surprise! His gloves are really good, but his bat's been a plus over there. So they didn't address starting pitching, but they did some stuff.
They didn't address starting pitching, but the bullpen.
They addressed that.
Their bullpen is absolutely stacked. Bringing it up here. They already had guys like Tim Hill and Luke Weaver having good years. Fernando Cruz is coming back from the IL. Now you add and you have Devin Williams. Now you add David Bednar, Doval from the Giants. 2 guys that are absolute flamethrowers. It's pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. That's what was mostly upsetting about the Red Sox not buying is everybody else in your division did, well, except for the Orioles.
You learned a lot about teams in the front office through trade deadlines. Futures, we'll talk about that when we come back. So, all right, coming up, we'll have Jeff Moats in the second hour. Maybe Dr. Dave Todd. I don't know. I haven't heard. See how those pretty hands are doing when he gets back. So, all right, sit back, relax, refill the coffee. We'll be right back.
clock. Knock it off, or else.
President Trump says his deadline for Russia to agree to a ceasefire is now set, telling reporters on Air Force One.
10 days from today.
Will White House pressure end the Ukrainian war?
The president has threatened tariffs on Russia and secondary sanctions on countries that do business with Russia.
Stay connected and find out here.
Asked if he heard from Russia about his new deadline, the president said no and called it, quote, a shame.
FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR.
What are the two best things about summer? Baseball and beer. Haymarket Park Beer Fest is back Saturday, August 2nd. Sample over 100 beers from dozens of breweries, then catch the game. It's all included with your Beer Fest ticket. VIP gets in early at 3:30. General admission at 5. Discount tickets on sale now at haymarketpark.com/beerfest. Haymarket Park Beer Fest. Cold beer, great baseball, and summer fun. Sponsored by Alpha Media.
The Wild Bird Habitat stores have been providing a variety of premium fresh wild bird feeds and a huge selection of quality backyard bird feeders to attract your favorite birds, along with a full line of birding and bird feeding supplies since 1993. If you haven't experienced Wild Bird Habitat, you should stop in. It's Lincoln's only retail store where it's all about birds. Alamo Plaza, 56 on Highway 2, or north at 4900 Dudley Street. Online at wildbirdhabitatstore.com.
I'm Siniqua Martin Green, and when my mother was diagnosed with cancer, our world changed forever. This experience made me so passionate about spreading awareness of treatment options, including clinical trials. I'm joining Stand Up to Cancer to get information to those who have been diagnosed with cancer and their loved ones. Clinical trials introduce new hope for patients, providing access to cutting-edge new treatments. Talk to your doctor to see if a clinical trial may be the best choice for you or a loved one. To learn more, visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials today.
Trump puts Putin on the clock. Knock it off, or else.
President Trump says his deadline for Russia to agree to a ceasefire is now set, telling reporters on Air Force One.
10 days from today.
Will White House pressure end the Ukrainian war?
The president has threatened tariffs on Russia and secondary sanctions on countries that do business with Russia.
Stay connected and find out here.
Asked if he heard from Russia about his new deadline, the president said no and called it, quote, a shame.
FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR.
It's opening week for the Lancaster County Super Fair. Bring the family for music, food, and fun. One $15 parking pass gets the whole crew in. Don't miss the 4-H and FFA animals during the first 4 days. The family fun zone will be kid heaven with bingo, the Pied Piper of percussion, and fun at the farm. Also, Euro bungee and rock climbing walls. Both kids and adults can test their strength at the pedal tractor pull. Check superfair.org for each daily schedule from July 31st through August 9th. Then make the most of your day at the Super Fair.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Has your child swallowed your medicine, your laundry detergent, your nail polish remover? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you inhaled paint thinner, glue, pesticides? Call the Poison Helpline. Have a question about a dose, a fume, something your kid just drank? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number, save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Lincoln's local news, talk, sports, and weather station. FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR, and KFRX HD3, Lincoln.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. A much weaker than expected employment report released today by the Labor Department. 73,000 jobs created last month, less than the 100,000 economists had predicted. Even more troublesome, the May and June numbers were revised, showing 258,000 fewer jobs were added in those months than had been previously reported. ABC's Alexis Christoforous says there were a few bright spots.
The job gains month after month are being concentrated in a very narrow few industries. So again, healthcare, social assistance, education, adding the most jobs. Federal government, though, continues to lose jobs, down by about 12,000, potentially showing some of the cuts we saw in federal spending last month.
Analysts say White House trade policies continue making companies uncertain about the future. The White House announcing that tariffs of up to 41% on about 60 more countries will kick in on August 7th now. ABC's Jonathan Karl at the White House has more on how U.S. businesses say they are being affected.
Ford estimated that the tariffs will cost the company $2 billion this year alone. Procter & Gamble, which makes household basics like paper towels and toothpaste, announced it would raise prices on 1/4 of its products. Asked whether he's concerned about tariffs raising prices for American consumers, Trump said, quote, "The only price that's spiked is the hundreds of billions of dollars coming in."
U.S. envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, visiting an aid distribution site in Gaza today as international outrage grows over the starvation in the territory and the death of at least 1,000 Palestinians who were killed trying to get to that aid, according to the UN. Chicago's 3-day outdoor music festival, Lollapalooza, kicking off today as Chicago records the worst air quality in the world because
there's more than 650 wildfires burning in Canada right now. About 275 of them are considered unchecked, like they're burning without any kind of containment.
You're listening to ABC News.
When was the last time you detoxed your body? If you're like most people, the answer is probably never. Toxins accumulate in our bodies every day from pollution in the air we breathe and water we drink, as well as the food we eat, especially if that food includes fast food, processed food, and sugar. How do you know if you're suffering from a buildup of toxins? If you're experiencing low energy, brain fog, headaches, bloating, and skin irritation, then those are all telltale signs. So how do you detox your body? Well, you can add saunas or juice fasts, but what you really need is Active Liver from New Nordic. Containing a powerful blend of turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract, Active Liver makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle. Try Active Liver today and start feeling better with more energy immediately. Active Liver comes in both a delicious gummy or tablet. Active Liver is available in stores at CVS or Meijer or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Resignation from a ranking official at LPD. Good morning. I'm Jeff Moser at 71 degrees at KFOR. Jake Dillsaver, who served as a captain of the Lincoln Police Department and led the department's Special Victims Unit, resigned Thursday after being on administrative leave since March over allegations of sexually inappropriate messages sent to a coworker. A statement sent out by the city of Lincoln on Thursday afternoon to KFOR News indicated Dillsaver had resigned. This came to light in April when a report broke from Nebraska public media about messages allegedly sent by Dillsaver to a coworker, later identified as Sarah Williams, who had previously resigned from LPD. Now, Williams had previously filed a lawsuit against the city that was later settled, but did not specifically name Dillsaver. It was a separate lawsuit from former officer Angela Sands that did reference Dillsaver. According to KFOR's media partner 1011 News, Sands' complaint claimed Dillsaver sent Williams unsolicited, inappropriate photos while on duty and in uniform. Tuesday morning's deadly explosion at Horizon Biofuels in Fremont was started by a dust fire and has been ruled accidental by the Nebraska State Fire Marshal's office. That ruling was made on Thursday. OSHA, meanwhile, they're still at the scene, and by federal law, their investigation must be done within 6 months. That explosion Tuesday killed 3 people, including 2 girls younger than 12 years old and a man, 32-year-old Dylan Danielson of Columbus. Their bodies were found on Wednesday. The Dodge County attorney, meanwhile, is ordered for an autopsy to be done. Touting the recently approved One Big Beautiful Bill, Nebraska and U.S. Senator Pete Ricketts it's ahead for Nebraska's farmers, ranchers, and agricultural industry.
The Big Beautiful Bill ensures the death tax exemption will now be permanent and rise with inflation. This will ensure that over $200 billion in hard-earned family farm assets across the country will go to the next generation and not the government.
Ricketts added that the bill also supports educational access for rural students who will be not discriminated against when applying for financial aid. Air quality alert until 5 this afternoon. Areas of smoke and haze today, otherwise mostly sunny and a high of 79. Jeff Moats, KFOR News.
60% of homeowners haven't inspected their roof for damage in the past year. Roof inspections are the last task on most homeowners' to-do list. This is Matt Berkey, co-owner for Golden Rule Contractors. If you haven't checked your roof for damage or you're not sure how old your roof is, contact Golden Rule Contractors for a free inspection. You have my guarantee that we'll treat your home as if it were our own. Call 402-641-2214 or find us online at grclincoln.com.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup, hour number 2. Whoa. I laugh about it. 1. 2, it fires me up.
We're going to be hearing that a lot this year, folks.
A lot.
Dylan Raiola to Dane Key in the end zone. Touchdown.
I laugh at it because it's like it fires you up. You see it, blah, blah. You get the right, getting it all done, and then you look around and like the number of people that can't clap.
Oh, it's horrible.
Off key.
It's so bad.
It's the worst.
Gotta
But you
slow
laugh
everyone
at them.
down.
They're happy. They're happy. There was something brought to my attention of what day it was today. It's a national day. Because everybody likes to celebrate national every day, right?
Oh, don't worry. I told her last night. Because I already knew if I didn't bring it up, it was gonna.
Wait a minute, you'd be in like it is National Girlfriend Day.
It's National Girlfriend's Day.
Which
what do you do for that? It's just like it's not national. It's like it's August 1st.
It's a made-up holiday.
All of it is. They all are.
It's
Except
not
for
real.
except for the main ones, right?
Yes.
National Margaret. Well, hello. National Whiskey Day. Yes, I'm in.
Yes.
But like National Girl, like you have to get gifts.
I'll probably get her some flowers.
Flowers?
Or something. Yeah.
Seriously.
It's a thing.
They know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a significant other. My saying is you can't put a saddle on a Mustang. You gotta let them run free.
Oh my God! Because National Girl, it's a lot of pressure, man. You
Yeah,
guys growing up these days in this world, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I see people out there all the time that celebrate, or they put out their National Pizza Day, National Hot Dog Bun Day, or whatever. I don't even know.
It's all made up, and but the National Girlfriend Day thing, yes, it's a very real thing, and if you don't in this day and age in our generation, if you don't tell your significant other, it's a problem.
Now you addressed it yesterday.
Oh,
Let's see somebody's gonna, it might be your girlfriend calling in. What if that happened? That'd be amazing. Also, to program alert. We got Jeff Most. He'll be coming in about 10 or 15 minutes. Dr. Dane Todd will be here before 10:30. The doc will be in the house. Fired up to see the doc. Catch up with him. It's been a minute. I don't know if you heard, but program alert before 10:30, Dr. Dane Todd. He'll be here. Who wants to, is this a National Girlfriend Day conversation? We got a sports question. Or who is it?
Hold on, I can't hear anything. There we go.
Who we got?
It's our guy.
Ernesto? Yeah. Ernesto, what's up, brother?
Not too much, man. I never thought that they could upgrade from the one who will remain nameless, Will Wilson. Man, Herbal, I don't know where Rhodes has been, and YZ. Man, y'all are my favorites now, man. Y'all bring an energy. You make me feel like I'm 26.
Look at this. See? You guys are good.
They do it doing our job, man.
Or Ernesto, they do it for me, too.
Yep. YZ keeps a tight board, and when Herbal does it, it's tight. You know, it's like a chin hair tighter every day, and it get better and better. But anyways, hey, I got a letter back from the chairman of Augusta National, Fred Ridley. I had written him a letter, you know, that was my bucket list for me and my boy to go to the Masters. I think I told you that my buddy was going to try. Told him about my cancer, even gave him the last write-up on it, that I probably won't be able to handle it physically. And he said, I'm sending 4 passes for the whole kit and caboodle for your son and his firefighter friends. So I'm waiting on that.
Let's go.
I'm really, really jacked about that. It made my day. But anyway, the Jags. Our radio station is down to Travis Hunter had 8 snaps on the offense and defense, and then we're having a scrimmage tonight. I'm not even bothering going down there for $10 beers. Forget it.
It's football, though.
Yeah, but anytime I used to go down there when my kids were little, it was always disappointing. It was more of a show than anything else. And it was good for my boy to get autographs and stuff, but they're all grown up now. I've done my duty. It's funny. Now the feeds on my, how these iPhones listen to us, everything's Nebraska, hardly anything UCF. And I was in Orlando near UCF. Guess who pulls up in the golf cart? Scott. The one who should remain nameless. Well, I went out and let the air out of all the tires. and Bill, one more thing. Speaking of girlfriend, I guess it's Girlfriend Day, you said?
Apparently it's National Girlfriend Day. People celebrate this.
Well, to me, it's National Wife Day, and I got one question for you, Bill. Is the magic still happening in the White Room?
Ernesto, you're that is so good. I was waiting on something else, but that all stems from oh my gosh.
You never know what you're gonna get with that.
Well, we stream all the shows.
Yep.
Ernesto, thank you. I'm so happy for you and getting those tickets. I've been to Augusta National a few times. An amazing place. Okay. So we stream all the shows, and there was one show I did from my house because I had something going on right after the show, but I could still do the show, but I need to be whatever. And I was in the bedroom, and we have all the walls are white. It's white. It's a white, bright room.
Oh God. Yeah.
And that's where does all the magic happen in the White Room. Because that's all I could see.
Friend of the program, Ernesto. We always appreciate your calls. If anybody else wants to call the show and give us a hard time or
for sure.
talk to us, 402-489-1240.
Yeah, God. By the way, I wrote down a word because I thought he was going to bring it before he even came up. And Ryan 840 said, but unfortunately toned down the jagulation. It's going to be a tough season. What's the word I wrote down that might come up?
Exactly that word.
Yeah.
It's right here. I wrote down the word that somebody was going to say on that call. I knew it was coming. If you didn't hear, by the way, here in a few minutes, we have Mochi coming up, and then Dr. Dane Todd. He's coming.
Dane is on his way.
He told me by 10:30 he'll be here.
There we go.
By 10:30,
the doctor. Arrive. The doctor and the almanac.
Oh my God, this is going to be a special. It's going to be a special Friday, for sure. Also, boy, coming up, we have Mochi talk with stuff, but I know it's not the most. I know there's football's back and stuff, but if you want to watch something, golf, the Wyndham Championship. You're like, well, what about this? Is I think again, it doesn't trump the majors, it doesn't trump the players in tournaments like that or the Ryder Cup. But if you want some good competitive golf, the last 2 weeks, last week and this week, these guys are out there grinding to get inside 1 to 125 so they can play next week. And then you got guys in that 75 to 90 range in there, or 70 to 90, that are trying to get into the top 70, because it goes, and I think I'm right, 125 down to 70 down to 30 in a short amount of time.
Okay. And what is this called?
It's the FedEx playoffs.
FedEx playoffs.
Well, right now, this weekend's the Wyndham Championship.
Okay. And where's that played at?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
There you go.
Oh.
What's fun about it
Your neck of the woods.
Yes. What's fun about this is that you watch these guys, and if you watch their score, and it'll be a red and green little trophy with their number over there, and it'll go by par, bogey, birdie, and it shows you where they rank every hole.
Nice.
And if they're inside or outside.
Speaking of golf, I told you how my buddy beat me, and I told him I wanted to get my my lick back on Saturday, and I think he's ducking me. I think he's taking his win and running, because he's he's in quotes gonna be out of town this weekend, so we won't be on the course. I might go out there and get some practice solo by myself so I can beat up on him next time I see him. But the other day we were just texting, and then he randomly sends me the scorecard of when he beat me. I was like, that's a deep cut, man.
Wow.
Like,
He
That's
did
a low
not.
blow.
He sent it to you?
Yep. He's just like, just to make sure you remember this happened. So
Wow,
he's,
little reminder.
He'll have it in the
Very-
archives
wasn't
forever,
very
I guess.
nice. Wasn't very nice.
It's whatever. I'll get him back.
That wasn't very nice. So yeah, if you go out there, it's on the PGAtour.com. You can actually go and follow the guys that are playing, and it shows you top 30 in the Tour Championship. The top 50, the top 50, not 70. Top 50 will make it to the BMW. The top 70 go to the St. Jude Championship. And then where am I at here? There's way down the list. Yeah, so there's a lot of vying for positioning right now with guys out there on that cut line of the top 70, like a Patrick Rogers, who's at 71, is projected to 68. It's fun entertainment from the golf perspective to watch that flow back and forth. Well, there's some guys out here that are projected way back, like a guy like Joe Dahmen. He's fun to watch, by the way, from a golf perspective. He currently is sitting 86. After round one, he jumped 15 spots.
Yeesh.
He wins this thing, changed the world, but he moves it right into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But he's also a guy that can throw up a 90 real quick. It'd be a hot. And he'll be running hot. So fun stuff to watch. We've got nothing going this weekend. Take a peek at a little golf. So, all right, I can see him. It's that time. Take another break. Come back. The Almanac, Jeff Moats. Moatsy.
Plug in.
Let's see. Let me see if this one will work. Notes. There's one here. Let's go right here for Jeff Moats.
And I'll use a laptop.
Okay. See if that works, Moats. 10:35. ETA 10:35. Dr. Dane Todd 10:35.
Is he coming in?
Yeah, for a little quick segment.
Oh man.
I mean,
Well, then I'll leave this set up for him.
there's sports, football this month.
Welcome. You got mail. Think these guys would know that?
No. But you know what they do know?
What's that?
It's National Girlfriend Day.
National what?
Girlfriend Day, apparently.
I'm married.
She's always your girlfriend, though.
I know.
That's what I say to my wife. But I ain't celebrating it. How about that?
Okay, I just need a feed from Caleb or YZ.
Yeah, YZ.
YZ on this show.
Doctor. Oh, yeah, Ernesto makes everything better.
He does.
Oh, gosh, he was good a minute ago.
How's he doing?
Seems to be really good. Really good. Who's he? Oh, he's on the phone with somebody. I got to turn your mic on. I don't think your mic is on.
No, it's not.
It ain't hot.
Two-step verification. Yes, it's me.
Yes, it is me. No, I ain't got time to talk today. It's Friday.
smell what The Rock is cooking.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Friday. Headed right into the weekend. He's efforting his video feed, but the almanac is here.
Yeah,
Jeff, we got to get your mic on.
Man, I'm being censored.
Why is it? What kind of operation are we running? Mic check 1. Nope.
I can't hear myself.
Nope.
Can't hear myself.
Nope.
Nothing.
Hey, Almanac Jeff Moats.
Sorry,
do we have some fun call?
I had my hands full there.
National Girlfriend Day. I get it.
No, I'm not on the video stream yet.
Not there. We'll let
Boy, I sound like I'm in a hollow
it's
cave or something.
We got the Almanac Jeff Moats in the house.
Yeah.
Hanging out with us on a Friday. He's been busy this week, too. There's been a lot of news.
There's a lot of news
going through, and unfortunately, it's crazy stuff or random.
And then it's vacation time next week. So you won't have me
vacation.
next week.
Moats on vacation.
So you'll get.
What does a guy like you do on vacation? Because you're always so busy and moving and
try to do anything
keeping up
that's
with stuff.
Nothing work related.
Yeah. Do you turn the note? Are you like me? You turn notifications off?
I do for the first few days.
Yeah.
And then usually after day 3, it's like I got to find out what's going on. My email, the inbox and the email is going to be like 100 emails deep with nothing read yet.
I heard somebody gave me this advice. I haven't done it because it gives me too much anxiety on it. I have a buddy of mine that said when he went on vacation, he came back, he would come in, and no lie, I've seen him do it. Highlight the entire email box and delete it.
Really?
He's like, well, if it's really important, they'll email me back for a follow-up.
That would give me so much anxiety. Like, what if you miss something?
I don't know.
All right.
I dig it. Oh, we got to mute you.
Let me.
Oh, Greg called him out. Why is
There we go.
Right after Nessa gives you credit for a tight board.
I know.
They don't let you loose here. You notice that? They get you.
There we are.
They get you. Well, Mochi in the house. We got Legion state final coming up.
Yeah, and you know what? It's 2 Lincoln teams.
Woo, baby.
I could not tell you the last time that happened.
I was going to say that was one of my questions. And you got 2 teams that know a lot about each other.
Oh, yeah. In fact, we did their Area 5 championship game more than a week ago, which went 2 games. And the second game of that championship series was a little long for 7 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, it was Carpet Land of Lincoln East that won the Area 5 championship. Pinnacle Bank became the runner-up, and who would have thought that 2 teams from Area 5 would be playing for a state championship? Well, that's how it worked out. It was Carpet Land that came away with a win over Elkhorn North, and then it was Pinnacle Bank that defeated Papillion La Vista South in the American Division at Papio South to get to this point. So now both will play for the state championship tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock over at Den Hartog Field. So they'll have one more game of we thought we were done with baseball there for the summer after the Area 5 tournament, but apparently not. They got one more game left over there tomorrow. That should be a fun game, 1 o'clock first pitch. So if you're going to go down to Fan Day tomorrow and then go watch the walkthrough tomorrow with Nebraska football at Memorial Stadium, go catch some baseball in the afternoon. Should be a fun game. Some top players to keep an eye on. And here's the beauty about this game. Not only is this going to determine who the overall state champion is, but these 2 teams are going to go to the regionals. So, the 2 teams from the state of Nebraska that are in the final in Class A will go play up in Fargo this next week. And that'll be in the Central Plains Legion Baseball Regional. Of course, the winner of that regional will go to the American Legion World Series in Shelby, North Carolina.
Baby. Now, what qualified both of them for regional?
Well,
because I think in people's brains are probably going, "Oh, the state champ will qualify."
Well,
now they're both going.
Basically, there's 2 divisions that Class A has for the State Legion tournament. Now, there's the American division, which was played up at Papillion La Vista South, which Pinnacle Bank, since they were the Area 5 runner-up, went and played there. And then there's the National Division, which was held out at Grand Island, and that's where Carpetland of Lincoln East went and played, and both survived elimination. In fact, Pinnacle Bank, I think they won their first 2 games of the American Division bracket before they went into the elimination bracket, and then both had to win their extra games the other night to get to this particular championship game. So it didn't look promising, because at one point it looked like, well, could be Elkhorn South, or Elkhorn North, I should say, and Papillion La Vista South that would meet for the state title. But lo and behold, it's the 2 Lincoln teams that get there. And again, we've talked about this, I don't know how many times on this show, especially over the course of the spring and summer. The baseball in Lincoln has finally come to the top. For many years, we thought, can Lincoln get over that proverbial hump and rise to the occasion in baseball? And they have. And it's a credit to what East has done the last 4 years, 2 out of the 3 of those 4 years winning state championships during the spring. They won the state Legion championship 2 years ago before they went on that run through the regional, winning that up in Rapid City, and then heading off to Shelby to win, get all the way to the national championship game and get beat 1-0. And now you see Pinnacle Bank in a similar situation. They're back in their first regional in a long time. I think the last time they played in a regional was when it was held in Cedar Rapids back in either 2005 or 6, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's been at least 20 years. So it's nice to see 2 Lincoln teams get into that position. Everybody expects 2 teams from Omaha. Maybe somebody out west on occasion will get there, but it's usually metro teams that go, and we got 2 capital city teams that are there that are going to go represent the state of Nebraska in the regional, and you hope that one of them can advance on to the American Legion World Series.
Yeah, and I think Moats, a lot of that, from my perspective, what has been seen as the select world has become stronger with programs. And I think you need to point towards the coaching and what you're seeing at these high schools and the moves that are being made at each level. You're seeing kids, and I go back to this too, about facilities.
Yeah.
You're keeping kids in Lincoln playing in select programs with facilities now. And that's been the last couple of years. And then you're having them go to schools with coaching, with the right coaches in the right places at these high schools.
And it's not just the select programs. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people think in terms of the success that it's all select. It's not just select. I mean, you look at the Babe Ruth and the Cal Ripken leagues here in Lincoln that have been around for a while. They've actually had some kids that have played at that level of baseball that didn't play select, that were good high school baseball players in this town. You could probably say that about the Junior Salt Dogs program. Salt Dogs was the same way. They all have leagues that go into that middle school range. It's not, but again, a lot of it has to do with the select. The select programs have gotten much better and stronger here in Lincoln, and have finally caught up with what the Omaha teams have had. I remember when I was a kid, the only other team that I can remember that was a select squad that went and traveled all over the country to play baseball were the Omaha Gladiators.
Yep, Gladiators been around. That's it.
I mean, that was it. And then in about the early 90s, you start seeing teams like the Rebels form. When my brother played, I think they were sponsored by the old Pro Image. Remember the Pro Image?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, Pepsi and Pro Image. They were another select team that they were put together and played. And I think a lot of those kids also still played regular Babe Ruth baseball during the daytime. But then as the 90s wore on, you not only saw the Rebels, you start to see the Dominators, and then you got the Dodgers program. Now you got the Sox, and you got a whole slew of select teams, the Braves.
Prodigy.
There's so many others.
There's a lot.
But it's that evolution. And you look back at those programs, and I can think of, Alex Gordon being a kid that was in that Rebels program that, look what happened. We all know what happened.
We all know what happened to him, yes.
Jabba Chamberlain, same thing. My brother was in that realm of playing select ball and played at the high school level.
I think it's going to be really interesting as we talk about high school sports. Will be football, but baseball perspective, since we're talking about of those newer schools and where they get in the mix as they start to grow. Standing Bear, which is going to have kids, or Lincoln Northwest, who had some success a couple years ago jumping into the state tournament, and what as they start to grow in their classes, what that looks like and how that impacts.
I think it comes down to the coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Matt Faulkner, for example, who's at Northwest, he was in the Southwest program for a while, so he knows what success is and what it takes to get there. You think back, not this past year, but the previous season in 2024 in the spring, where they had the right group of kids and they go on that run in districts and they get to the state tournament. I mean, they're exactly one game away from going to the championship round in that Class B tournament. That was such a great run for Northwest, and that was such a good story to tell.
Yeah.
You look at what they're able to do now to try to build off of that. Standing Bear, and you and countless other people I know that have a connection to Standing Bear have told me that that's going to be the next big hot spot for a lot of sports.
Just sports in general. I'm
You know,
telling you.
we're like football, basketball, baseball, especially baseball. And then you look at some of the other schools in town. East has had a big renaissance, not just in football, but all sports, whether it be track and field, soccer, swimming, cross country. Even football has been pretty consistent in recent years. Basketball has been pretty good in recent years. Overall, you want to have a school or a program like that. You look at Northeast the last couple of years in basketball. They've had a good group of kids, but, you know, they're still trying to get back into that fray of getting to the state tournament. You know, as an old Northeast kid, it was always common to see Northeast in the boys' state basketball tournament pretty much every year. I mean, there was consistency there for a long time. And, you know, they won 12 state championships in the 84 years of existence. And, you know, when you think of Northeast basketball, you think of Ed Johnson and you think of Rick Calera, the two most successful coaches that school's had in program history. But you look at some of the other guys that have been there in over the last 20 some years, from Steve Bartek to Dave Mercer to now Monty Ritchie, and they're trying to keep that tradition going and get Northeast back into that position. And you look across town, Southeast football, they've been very good. But the newer schools probably look at the old template of the older schools in town and their old successes, and they're looking at, okay, let's take that and let's try to adapt it into modern day. What's it take for us to be successful? That's what you have to look at. And I think the older schools are doing the same thing. And, you know, give credit to what schools like Pius have done too. You know, it's not just the LPS schools, the private schools like Pius, you know, Lincoln Lutheran, they've had a great run in volleyball. I mean, such a great success story. But I think all the schools in town are doing that. The neighboring school districts, Norris and Waverly, they're all growing and they're thriving. So it's amazing to see what you can do with old templates and try to make programs successful in this day and age.
Moti, speaking of teams in Lincoln and being successful, we got football season coming up. What are we feeling about the local teams in Lincoln?
I've had a chance to see some previews, not all of them. We're going to start posting those on our webpage at kfornow.com. Coming up the week of the 11th is when we're going to start publishing them, and that's the first full week of fall sports. On paper, it looks like some teams to keep an eye on would be North Star. East might be a good team to keep an eye on, Manning back at quarterback. Southwest might be another one too. The jury may be out on some other teams. I think Southeast, you know, they lost some kids because of graduation. And they're looking to fill spots, especially in that backfield. You don't have a veteran quarterback necessarily there right now, although you got the Logan kid at running back who was injured a year ago, but as a freshman made a lot of strides as a running back. And so you look at him. There are some kids that have made moves in the offseason too. I think Northeast is a team to keep an eye on. They were a team a year ago that was about a win or two away from being a playoff qualifier after 3 consecutive seasons of not winning a football game. So A lot of things to consider there when you look at Class B with Pius X. Things look pretty good there moving up this year since they're going to be in B. Waverly, maybe a team that still is competitive. Norris could be too. Evan Greenfield, who is going to be a junior this year. I think he's expected to be the quarterback down at Norris. He's also the kicker. He's being looked at for basketball too. I mean, he's got good bloodlines, and I think him as a well-rounded athlete will be a kid to watch, not just in basketball, but in football this year. So a lot of things to look at. Haven't gotten through all the previews, but we'll have those posted here coming up the week of the 11th. We'll have them on our local sports page at kfornow.com. And we will have our schedule posted too.
Flawless as always, Moats.
No, well, don't say that.
Flawless as always, Moats. Again, tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock is the Class A State Legion Championship game in baseball. It's Carpet Land of Lincoln East, Pinnacle Bank of Lincoln Southwest. That will determine who the state champion is. I think that will also determine the seeding for the regional. Both are going to the Central Plains Regional that starts next week up in Fargo.
Awesome, man. Well, great stuff, Moats. Thank you for hanging
bet.
out with us. Enjoy vacation.
I will do my best.
Alerts off.
I'll do my best.
Quickly here, we got I haven't done a version of Stump the Moats yet.
Oh, we got one.
All right. Your 2004 Class B football state champion.
Lincoln Pius X.
Who did they beat?
They beat McCook 10-7.
Close.
It's 9-7.
14-9.
14-9. I'm
That's
sorry.
a weird score.
No. 14-9. It was 9-7. I remember the play because I was down there calling it. It was arguably one of the best high school football games I'd ever seen. Pius had the ball, 51 seconds to go in regulation, and Ross Bosin threw a 51-yard touchdown pass to Mike Millard. And Pius held on late to get the win.
And who is Pius's head coach?
Tim Aylward.
Boom. There you
3
go.
for 3.
3 for 3. Knocked it out. Mozi, take care of yourself.
Have a good sports weekend, fellas.
All right. Thanks there to Jeff Mozi. Almanac coming up. He's in the parking lot. Dr. Dane Todd.
All right, I'll bring up Dr. Dane Todd. He can sit here.
Sounds good.
I'll put in DDT. All right. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you. You guys, unreal.
That is like
It's
psychic stuff.
It's insane, man.
2004.
I think one of the only times he got stumped was what. You haven't met Justice yet, huh?
I love that.
No, I don't think so.
I'm getting another phone call. Hang on.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, man, how's it going?
Chase.
Chase. This is me and Todd. This is Mason.
Hey, Mason, how's it going, buddy?
You've been with Caleb already, haven't you? Caleb? You met Caleb, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I can't remember. It's been like.
I got the squeakiest chair of all time here. Elijah must have sat on it.
I broke it.
I think
Classic.
that actually is the one.
Classic
broken.
Elijah.
Those are the best chairs. They keep them over there.
Not good enough to get those.
No, I steal them sometimes. So you got? Is he got you on the camera there?
Yeah, it's not showing me on the
I'll
thing.
get it. He's why does he put you in there? This will be good. We get to talk football.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we back. I know I got to turn these down.
No, but Chase, I think the only time Moats got stumped was Justice asked him like,
Oh, Justice went to like.
who was the 1999 Class C2 women's 400 hurdles champion? Or
And he
something.
No, like he went to like runner up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
Moats knows his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's I
It's
was
a
like
Rolodex.
psychic.
You give him something that you want real answer to, he knows it.
You want to highlight Moats? What you just did, nailed it. Dang Todd.
Man, yeah, it's just been
Catch up. I know.
no catching up. No such thing.
No, you're just buried now.
And then football season starting, which means
Your
game coverage.
game coverage. Cover your nights, man. Cover the nights.
Knights, Standing Bear, Nebraska, all the things.
I feel like you got them in the order that you like them.
Yeah, I do.
All right, here we go.
He was the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year and the top-rated fullback in the 2006 NCAA football video game. Now, he's a sports medicine specialist and team physician for the University of Nebraska. Live on the Morning Hookup right now, powered by Dr. Dane Todd. It is Nebraska's very own Dr. Dane Todd.
Welcome back in the Morning Hookup. Special thanks here to Jeff Moats, the Almanac. Little Legion update and where we're headed for football coming up. We got Doc in the house. It has been way too long since we've been doing this.
Dude, it's been a month. It's been a whole month.
Well, between I think you might have been here and I was gone, or
yeah, and then I just had things, right? Like last week, right? You texted me. I was like, man, I don't even know if I responded even. I was so buried. I was like, yeah,
You just sounded like my first 2 years on the radio.
Yeah, I know. It's just mush mouth. You're just trying to get something out, right? Oh man, it's been. Yeah. I've been in one for a month here, so
I'm sorry. We're glad we're back. We're gonna get back on track with the Doc.
That's right.
Fridays. This is his hour. We get a chance to talk football. Because it's football season, and from your perspective, all right, because it is football season. They're at camp.
Yep.
And now you get to watch it as a doctor. You get to watch it as a fan.
Yep.
Does it get the adrenaline still running for you?
Nope.
At all? Because I know as a player, you're like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because as a player, you got to run out of that tunnel.
Right.
And all the fans and things like that in camp. But you're around it a lot now.
Yeah. It's
because it's different for you.
It's totally different. Yeah. You're no longer a fan at all. You can't do what I do and be a fan anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not. And so for me, it's just being there, right? Like I like seeing the guys. I like the athletes. I like the people I work with, right? And so hanging out with them and chatting is always nice. I was just down there yesterday for a bit, and but otherwise it's like I'm just like,
you're good.
Yeah. They win, they lose. Like as long as nobody got injured, I don't really care. Right? Like honestly, that's how it goes.
Well, Dane, speaking of fall camp, we had an injury come out of fall camp that I wanted to ask you about. We actually had a caller calling and ask about it. Mac Markway tore his ACL last year.
3 practices at Nebraska with 2 of them.
It's so. The question was, how often is it to where ACL injuries in general they happen pretty often, and then re-tearing that same ACL after a surgery is that pretty common, or what does that look like?
Well, it's not uncommon. It occurs in 5 to 10% of cases. If you're a teenage female, that re-injury rate goes up to 15 to 20% almost in some studies. It has a lot to do with the athlete themselves. There's a reason that one person tears their ACL and another person doesn't. And it's like to begin with, right? Like there's something about those people where they are more prone to tearing their ACLs. And there's all kinds of theories about it. None of which are truly like dogma and like fleshed out that they're like, oh, if you have this, you're way more likely. But everything from, mechanical alignment to in females, it's smaller bone structure, a narrower, what we call a notch in the center of the knee. It's muscle strength imbalances. If somebody's quad dominant versus hamstring dominant, it's exposure risk. There's a reason that, soccer is the highest risk injury sport because it's, constantly pivoting and twisting. The number one risk factor for tearing an ACL is having previously torn an ACL. And that doesn't mean re-tearing the same one. It means tearing that one or the other side. And so that tells you right there that there's something about those people
Mm-hmm.
that they are more likely to tear their ACL. And so,
And
while
those
it's
go
unfortunate. It's like, it's the nature of the beast. There's no, I mean, I'm going to give the example is the tight end from, I think it was Michigan. His last name was Butt. Remember that guy? Jake Butt tore his ACL in their bowl game, right? Before he was supposed to be a first-round draft pick. Ends up a 7th-round draft pick as a result. Went on to re-tear his ACL 3 times.
Yep.
Right? Never really played in the NFL as a result of it, right? So, like, why?
Yes.
So,
But not just ACLs. The theory or the comment you would make is if you've injured something, the percentages are way higher that you're going to do it again.
Yep.
No matter what. Shoulder, elbow, knee. So I know we're focusing on ACL.
Yep.
But people need to know that.
Yep. Yeah. Turns out it makes a difference.
Listen, if you dislocate, if you separate a shoulder, guess what? It's common to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You fix that and they're even more likely than re-injuring an ACL to have further episodes of shoulder instability. Like, it's just, unfortunately, that's a part of injuries in life. And that is that once something's, gone awry, it's more likely to happen again. So there's a reason those guys get flagged at the combine, right? It's not.
Well, also, but also let's not. You guys also go through an extensive process when they get to campus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or predict the potential.
Yeah, and you can't really predict
that,
some
but
things.
you're like, oh, there's a little.
Yeah, but if somebody comes in with known problems, right? Like, we already know that they're likely to have problems with something in the future, right? Depending on what they had going on in high school or at their previous college or anything else. So it's unfortunate, but it's the nature of it.
Again, we got Dr. Dayton Todd just dropping knowledge in here. My question for you is, when you get back on the field to go through the tunnel, how pumped up are you to go to the shady side of the field?
Oh yeah, trust me. Yeah.
Remember, they're on the other side of the field now, and Doc has got a clean cut, by the way.
Yeah, that's the only benefit of being over there on that side, right? Is you are on the shady side now, which is super nice. But that sideline, I don't know if they adjusted it with the new turf, right? But that sideline was narrow last year, man.
Oh yeah,
that thing was tight.
Well, I think Memorial Stadium's unique because it's one of the few that has a track around it.
Right, exactly. And so that side, that's one of the reasons they were always on the east side before, is because it was wider over there on that side, and so you had more room. We were over there, man. We were squished in there like sardines. And now they've got so much nice stuff, right? They've got air conditioned benches and all this other stuff there.
Making them soft.
Takes up space. But dude, I'll freely claim I'm soft as hell. I sit on that bench the whole time, man.
Take advantage
until that shade comes over, and then I'm good.
That's awesome. Now, Doc, also, I know we're getting a football season. You'll be covering the Knights and Standing Bear this year, but you got those clinics are opening back up, aren't they?
Oh yeah, our Saturday sports clinics are going to be opening back up. I think the first one is maybe the third Saturday of the month, something around there. They're from 8 to. It's slotted for 8 to 10. So if your athletes get injured, like, come in at 8. Okay.
Do not close at 10,
wait until 10, right? Our quick care continues to run, but it's, we see everybody who comes in there. You'll have an actual sports medicine surgeon there evaluating your athlete if you come between 8 and 10. And by that, I mean like between 8 and 8:30, so that we can end up getting out of
there. Anything new at the shop?
No, not really.
I know typically you guys get new machines, new stuff, new this, new that.
It seems like we're always having to buy something, right?
Well, I mean, you and I are business owners. So we go.
Same deal, right? We will be opening up a third location coming up in the next, but that's about a year out still. We're just starting to work on that with another quick care location kind of on the northwest side of town. So we're just going through the process of that. But we've got everything all bought. It's just now we've got to build it out. So that's the only real change that's happened. We've got a new doc joining us this fall.
Okay.
Jake Long. People might remember that name. So Jake Long, he literally finished his fellowship yesterday. So
Congrats.
Yeah, he's they're apparently having babies or something, so he can't start work right away. You know, letting kids get in the way of work. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, like this can't be real.
Yeah, what are you doing?
This can't be
bro?
real all the time.
Yeah, this can't be an everyday thing,
No.
right? Like maybe once a year.
You get to
I
talk
it,
up front.
right? Yeah.
Like, give me the wife excuse. I got you.
Yeah, 100%.
They don't count.
Yeah, no way. But he's going to be starting with us here at the beginning of September, which would be great. And I think we've hired another foot and ankle guy, which would be awesome because they're kind of hard to come across. So, just plugging away at the office, continuing to try to grow and replace as docs get, we retire at some point.
That's
right.
Well, the goal.
Yeah, I know that's the goal at some point, right? Well, we kind of force retirement at some point.
Also, speaking of continuing to grow, you guys know that Dr. Dane Toddy coaches hockey.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with hockey, man?
Holy cow.
I know you're getting there, right? Because that's a growing program for you guys. And I know that you're invested into that youth, because we talk a lot of youth sports, baseball, whatever it is. But with the hockey side.
No, it's
last year coach of the year, by the way.
Oh,
naturally. Winning championships all over the board.
Yeah, every time. So hockey's just starting to pick up. Our tryouts actually start next week. So for this season, the actual season itself doesn't start until October, but tryouts are earlier. And so we got that going. We're one of the best things we do is our 6U, 8U program, where we make it ridiculously cheap for folks to come in and try. And we provide them all the equipment and all the gear and all the coaching for a ridiculously low amount of money. We're actually at a point where we have to cap registration at that because we have so many players. And
it's nice to hear, though.
Yeah,
unfortunately, some kids can't go and play, but man, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so it's good. So honestly, we're always looking for sponsors for that. So if anybody was interested in sponsoring a team for that, it's relatively low cost, and we put your logo on the jerseys and give them to the kids. And so there's a Nebraska Orthopedic Center team, of course, out there, but that's how we keep it cheap and get kids interested in it. So yeah, there's just a lot of irons in the fire right now.
Sure. Now, where can they go? Is there a website they can go to for the sponsorship side? Because I love that we're going to promote the crap out of sports.
No, I love that, buddy. So the organization itself is called the Lincoln Ice Hockey Association. You can go to lincolnhockey.org to find what you need there. We're always on Facebook too, and the board and everybody who you can find on there, everybody's super responsive if you have questions or anything and want to reach out, because I talk about hockey on this program more often than people want me to, probably, but it's a growing sport, and it's super interesting and super exciting, and it's a great thing for kids to do, especially during the winter months. And really develops a ton of athleticism, and it's, ice skating, if you haven't done it, is to be good at it takes an extreme amount of effort.
Yeah, it
and
does.
so it is one of the most technically challenging and demanding things that you can get kids into.
I think it's underrated, the number of people that I've met that played hockey.
A lot of good golfers you've met who played hockey.
Yes.
Hockey players are sneaky good
They're
golfers.
sneaky good at golf, but it's like you wouldn't think about it in Lincoln, Nebraska, but where they're from, like I know guys and guys, like Dane played football, but he's a hockey guy.
Yeah, big hockey guy.
Another Husker, Erstad, played some hockey.
Oh, the Ersty.
I know a guy named Andy Gertz that played some baseball, hit a big time home run in the College World Series. Hockey. Nate Swift, hockey.
Yep.
Some dudes out there. You can also, by the way, you got time to stay around?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, we're going to do a little overtime on the stream, so don't cut the stream. DrDaneTodd.com, 402-484-4012. We're going to get out of here off the radio, but we'll stay on the stream. You guys have a great Friday and a great weekend. kick it for about 10, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. A little overtime for everybody. Kobe wants he's still trying to get you.
I know. I already responded to him. It's okay.
The Major League Baseball trade deadline came and went.
Oh, did it?
There's a little interaction between a Yankees fan, Kobe, and Boston.
Oh, classic. Classic.
Boston.
Just pure hate at all times.
All
right?
time.
All times.
All the time. When you go down there, I mean, obviously you're on the doctor's side.
Mhm.
I've heard a lot about, because I think kids are built different this day somehow. How hard for you guys, because you had to do it, was changing body types?
Oh, like,
But because you look
gaining
at
weight,
so
that
like
kind of
I don't know,
stuff.
I've been documented. It's been Carter Nelson.
Yeah,
looks physically different somehow, right? Or whoever else.
Yeah,
like because they probably come to you and go, "Hey, I need to add 20."
Right.
You're like, "How am I going to add 20?"
Right. Yeah.
And maintain it, because like Harburg looks like a beast.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It takes a ton of effort to put on that kind of mass. But the thing that people don't think about is it takes you a full year to get used to being that big, right?
I think, and if you think about, people often thought about that with Adrian Martinez.
Mhm.
Remember how Adrian his freshman year electrically fast, then he gained it and it was like a little tougher.
Yeah.
Hey, we're over the air.
How?